not to rub it in, Lena, because obviously Lena's in the southern hemisphere and she's in Oz, and believe it or not, Oz does actually get quite chilly. And Lena, we're having a massive heat wave over here. Heat wave.
I've heard.
I think we got up to like, it was either 36 degrees or 38, which, guys, is basically well over 100. Yeah. And it is really hot. And one of the things that I was just chatting with my neighbor who's sitting out on the doorstep, basically no one went out today. Everyone listened to the warnings. The streets were empty at literally like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. No one, not even any cars driving, anything. It was that hot. And I was saying to my neighbor, because this is obviously global warming and stuff, I was saying to my neighbor, do you know what? We're probably going to have, in the southeast, we're probably going to have to be like Spain and have a siesta in the afternoon. Too hot. That's nearly 40 degrees, folks, anyway. But
yeah,
to my side, I think I need to point this way. And this is why I'm wearing the singlet today. Sorry, you're getting some arms, folks. But it's just too boiling. I can't wear a shirt. I will just collapse.
It's hot here, too. It was 98 and it feels like 105.
Oh my gosh! So you're getting the hot weather too. So it's kind of Lady G and I are wearing the singlets today. We're in the sleeveless tops. Sheila, you've got a lovely kind of white thing with, is that leaves and flowers on it or something?
Yes, almost all of my clothes have flowers on them.
Yeah, I love flowers too.
And we're only 77 degrees here, so I don't know.
Oh, that's much more reasonable. I would love to have 77 degrees.
And I just saw in the comments, France had 111.
Yeah.
France.
Yeah.
And something like 40 people have drowned in Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Making their way to rivers and lakes and often can't swim. And
yeah. And what they do is they jump into the cold water, and you're not supposed to do that, because it's still at the time of the year where, because actually when waters are warmest, believe it or not, is October. October is when waters are warmest because it takes time to heat up. So what happens is they jump into the water, they break through the shallow little bit that's warmed by the sun, and they go deep into the cold part. They have a shock and they breathe in. You finished. Yeah, you finished. But down under, chilly in down under, of course, we've got Lena here. But not long, Lena. The solstice has passed, so summer is...
Oh, yes, but I'm in a cold city, you know. Oh.
Yeah. What is because you're Melbourne, no? Aren't you in Melbourne?
I'm Melbourne. And
is it cold?
yeah, we have 6 months of winter, really.
Oh.
You don't move to Melbourne for the weather, let me tell you.
Wow. Okay, I didn't know that. See, you learn something new every day. All right, let's dive into the show.
Yes.
Lots of content, everyone. Lots of content. I did my best. One of them is actually not a question, it's actually an announcement here. So thank you, Barbara. Barbara, thank you so much for your heads up. Ladies, I'm sure you may have experienced this as well. And she says, "Hi, Hogarth, just wanted to let you know that there's a scammer impersonating you. The person contacted me through notifications trying to sell me something. When what they wrote was so long, I went into the post where I asked you about Barbel's basket and saw that it wasn't you. Thank you for all that you do for us." So, folks, just so you know, in this era of AI, I don't know if it's the same for you, ladies, I'm getting so many of these fake-asked AI, oh, I'm from this publisher and this group and all of this kind of stuff. So what it is, guys, what I suspect is going on, because they can create these bots, people are out there creating bots, and they're putting that bot to look for a certain criteria. And I have a feeling YouTubers who reach a certain level, shall we say, certain membership, suddenly everyone is just being bombed with this, that, and the other. So just so you know, I will never approach you saying, buy this, buy that. You might see me flogging my books from time to time saying, oh, blah, blah, blah. But the only way to book with me is via my website, which is in the description below. And I'm not going to be asking you to buy stuff off me those that know me, they just come and book me anyway. So if you see anyone pretending to be me, or pretending to be Lady G, or pretending to be Lena, or pretending to be Sheila, 9.9 times out of the times it's going to be fake. So just be careful, because they're cloning our visuals, they're cloning our voices, the way that we speak, and they're just trying to make a buck, and they're just going to be selling you some TikTok riffraff. Just remember as well, these people that copy us, they're talentless, yeah? So ask them a tricky question, yeah?
Exactly.
So, you know, if there's someone, if you got me pretending to be me to sell you astrological services, ask them about nakshatras or Indian astrology, and they'll shut up, yeah? Because they won't have a clue, yeah? They're clueless and talentless. But anyway, that's what AI enables. Oh, yeah, go on.
I just wanted to mention too, we will never chase you for money. Like that's a one absolute rule. We will never chase you for money. So if somebody's chasing you to pay them something, that's not us.
Yes,
exactly. It's fraud, everyone. It's fraud. But thank you so much, Barbara, for that heads up. Let's dive into the first question. And actually, for a change, we're starting with the UK. Yeah, it's all going to be one card.
Hoagie, we have to take a bow here. You and I have been saying for so long, Starmer would be out. You know, we even said it before he got in. Like he's going to get in, and then he's not going to last.
Thank you, Lena. No, that is a really good point, and thank you, Lena, for mentioning that, because it is important. Of course, we do so many predictions, and most of the time we really are spot on this channel. But yes, indeed, Lena and I have been like hitting that tub, saying this guy is not going to last. He did everything wrong. Good riddance is all I can say. Let's see what happens with Andy Burnham, but essentially, guys, there's going to be a coronation. Maybe there might be a leadership contest, but we're having a new prime minister. K2, snip, snip. Yeah, going through Leo. I said, remember I said leaders will change. Royalties have lost their titles. Leaders will go. All of his stuff with Peter Mandelson and the Epstein scandally stuff. And then all of the cutting people's disability benefits, winter fuel allowance, all sorts of horrible things, selling us to Palantir, our NHS, that's going to be revoked. So he had to go. And after the May elections, it was just, it was a disaster. But yes, he's gone. All right. So Nick Mix was asking, we'll just do a one card pull. With Andy Burnham, this is the guy who won the by-election and will potentially become the next UK's Prime Minister. Will with Andy Burnham a shoe-in for Prime Minister, do cards show if he will boost support for Labour and see the UK move away from the right wing? Yeah, so moving away from far-right politics. One card pull, starting with Lady G as usual, and we'll go around. Oh God, what cards am I going to use tonight? Getting back into my Rider-Waite, you know. Let's see here. Sorry, God, it's flashing my armpit. Sorry, I forget I'm not wearing a shirt. It's too hot. Too hot.
That's okay. I like the waka waka. Waka waka. the sleeves, the shindle.
Literally, I'm just getting my. Make sure this is the right way up. All right. Can Andy Burnham defeat the far right in the UK and restore Labour's fortunes? One card pull. Let's see. All right. After 3. 1, 2, 3. Lady G, what do you have?
Well, I have a card of strength. So I would say yes, he's going to go for it.
Perfect. So he will strengthen Labour basically, yeah? Lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely. Thanks so much. Sheila, how do you interpret your card? What do you have?
Well, I have the King of Cups, and the King of Cups, and they're called Shadow Tarot. It's my birthday gift. So anyways, and it's the words that say on here, it says, what emotions have I turned into discipline? And I thought, King of Cups have always represented the left for me, and it sounds like he's going to turn things into like discipline. He's going to come in and go, no, no, yes, no. You know, that's kind of how I interpret that.
That's interesting.
Excellent. Yeah. Lena, how do you interpret your card?
Well, I was pleased to see this Three of Cups come out, people celebrating. And so I think that's going to be at least the first wave, you know, that people will be pleased with a fresh face. And I'm sure he means what he says, but let's see what the system does to him over a year. You know what I mean? But I'm loving that. That's me.
Thank you. And it's looking great. It's looking pretty positive for myself as well. Got the Ace of Wands, which is the card of what? Action, fertile new beginnings. He's literally, I think he's going to come in there and swing the stick a bit, shall we say? Knock a few heads together. But it shows that he's going to be coming in with energy and optimism. And when we put it all together with the ladies' cards, it's looking pretty good. Lady G got strength. Sheila got King of Cups, which is a democracy card, a card of compassion. Lena, you got Three of Cups, celebration, and I've got fertile new beginnings. So far, so good. Let's see if it lasts. Just like Lena says, remember the system will corrupt people.
Good luck, Andy.
Good luck, Andy. But he's been in government before, so he's not a deer in the headlights. Quite seasoned. Yeah, that was surprisingly good, wasn't it? Oh.
Yeah,
Mr. Burnham.
People are saying we have audio feedback and there's echoing going on.
Echoing.
Yeah.
Is it me? Yeah, someone's saying yes. Audio. I don't know. I heard a little bit. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Let us know if you. I mean. We can't hear anything. I mean, can you ladies hear me okay? Seems to be all right, doesn't it? Okay. Also as well, guys, just so you know, many YouTubers in general, we have been having some technical issues. And it's not that it's Mercury retrograde, but we're getting a lot of solar flares at the moment. And this really is affecting a lot of people's connections. So we'll see. So apologies for that. We seem to be able to hear each other okay. Right, let's go. So I talk about the scammer. All right, question number 3. So this time, Sheila, you'll be going first. 1 card pull. Oh, actually, in fact, this isn't a question, actually. Just read out a statement here. So this is from, now this was really interesting, folks. This is from Black Pearl of Paradise. And she said this. There was a really wild storm in the UK a couple of nights ago. It really freaked people out and woke up a lot of people, including myself. Was there something spiritual or supernatural about this storm? The answer I want to give you is yes. Yeah, that storm went right over my head. Ladies, I've never heard thunder like it in the UK. Right. It was a cacophony, lightning, everything. My body started to tingle. I got pins and needles because there was that much electricity in the air. Someone's house got blown up by the lightning. I can't remember. I think it was in Derby or something like that. But somewhere in the UK, someone's house unfortunately exploded because it got struck by lightning. But what I heard when I was in bed, I got a download and I was told that the timelines for the UK have changed. And it was really interesting because it was, I think it was the same day that Andy Burnham got sworn in as an MP. So, yeah, there was a supernatural thing to it. All right, let's go to question number 4, which is a real question. Oh, Tod Blanche. We need to talk about Tod Blanche. So eHome says, greetings to the Fab Four. Tod Blanche is enabling the prosecution and imprisonment of anyone the orange imbecile sees as an enemy, and soon that could include everyday people who disagree or speak out. This is so disgusting. 101 federal judges are calling for revocation of Blanche's law license and new numerous other lawsuits are underway. Will this evil weasel be ousted? Yeah. So let's take a look at that. So Sheila, did you go first last time? Is it Lena now?
No, it's Sheila.
Yeah, I think it's Lena. Oh, it is Sheila. Okay, it is Sheila. Sorry. All right. Tod Blanche. Will Tod Blanche be ousted? One card pull. Sheila going first. Ah. All right. After 3, 1, 2, 3.
Ooh, Queen of Swords.
Uh-huh.
So I got the Queen of Swords.
Okay, Sheila, how do you interpret your...
Can you hear me at all?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Cool. It's a delay. What truth do I need to state clearly? So it kind of seems to me like the Queen of Swords gets in there and figures things out, searches what's going on, how they're going to do this, how they're going to do that. However, I also heard that he got a thing where if you go to federal prison, he gets to pick which prison you go to. Therefore, somebody is like following the left, he can pick a horrible, somebody is following the right and you've give him enough money, he can pick, a spa prison for you. So he also got that as well. My cards don't really say yes or no, but it does sound like he's going to be exposed with the Queen of Swords. Exposure is kind of what I think.
Thank you so much, Sheila. Queen of Swords and King of Swords can also deal with legalities as well. Lena, how do you interpret your card?
Well, the Wheel of Fortune. It's time, Tod Blanche. Now, he's acting like they're all acting because that's how the Yeti likes it. But I think the judicial system itself is getting sick of these weaponized cases, and the cases themselves are so legally weak. So I think he's coming to the end of his rope. Yeah. Let's hope someone does something. But he is head of the whole DOJ, so ooh.
It's just so nakedly corrupt. So if we look here, thanks so much, Lena. The card I've got here is the Judgment card. Really, this is the card of what? The wake-up call, yeah? Here we see the Archangel and the bodies rising out. The Archangel basically... Archangel Gabriel, essentially, I think it's supposed to be blowing that bugle, yeah? This kind of like almost like rapture and, revelation kind of times. I feel like in many ways, these antics and this ridiculousness that we're seeing, I think the way it's effective is that it's waking people up. I think people can no longer ignore the corruption because it's so naked and so blatant. So I just feel like this is another wake-up call. Again, is it saying that Tod Blanche is going to be thrown in prison? I'm not really seeing that. But what I'm seeing is this is a massive wake-up call for people. They realize democracy is in danger. Lady G?
Well, I've gotten no man of her own. So I think that her is Lady Justice. So Lady Justice is saying, no, he doesn't belong here. He's out.
Yes. And he's on record
so maybe
for a long time.
Oh. Could it be that his legal license may be revoked at some point? Maybe after all of this is over?
Yeah, they're looking at that now, talking about the judges are coming in, 100 and something judges coming in and looking and saying, this guy is just totally illegal.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he's got that mega dumb stare. Have you ever seen the mega? Am I echoing really bad? I'm just.
I think you're breaking up a little bit. Just breaking up a little bit. But some people saying they don't hear echoes. This person's saying they're not hearing an echo. But it's saying Sheila's garbled a little bit, so maybe there might be a slight issue. Maybe there's a slight issue, but some people are saying fine, some people are not fine, so it doesn't seem to be equal.
I'm gonna go back out and come back in and see if that fixes it. Sometimes it'll
okay, let's try that. Let's try that. I'll just read through some of the comments. Let's going down. Let's just see here. I'm just
judges are trying to get his law license revoked. 101 judges. Wow.
Really? Yeah. I think in many ways, I think that kind of says it all, doesn't it, ladies? It's just, I mean, at this stage, it's cartoonish, isn't it? I mean, it would be funny if it wasn't so serious, but it's so absurd, don't you think? Completely and totally absurd. All right, so Sheila's going to come back in, and here we are. So she's entered back into the room. Let's hopefully that's worked for her, and then I'll do the swap. Otherwise, the ladies will go with the opposite way. Lena, Sheila, can you just give us a little testing 1 2?
Well, 1 2 3 1 2 3. Did that work? Did that help?
I think it's better. I think so.
Yeah,
maybe a little bit better. It broke up a little bit. It could just be.
I could just do this.
Be your connection. But look, we deal with all sorts of things here on this show, and that's just how it is. Live TV. Let's dive in now. We've got a Gavin Newsom question, ladies, and it's quite juicy. I think we're going to have quite a lot to say about this. So this has come in from Eco Soul Art. So I think it's a new person asking a question. Thanks so much for joining us and submitting your question. They say here, I just saw on Status Quo that Gavin Newsom, is not wanting to tax billionaires. Yeah. So this has come up before, but it seems like there's a underlining this time. Will this push him out of the lead for the White House? And will AOC's numbers increase after the wonderful progressive wins in New York? Thank you, divine readers. So that's quite a loaded question, isn't it? I think maybe let's split it into two. Let's do first one card pull on Gavin Newsom and what the hell's going on with him. And then let's look at Democratic, left-leaning, more progressive. Yeah, and then let's look at AOC. Because for those that may not know, many of you will probably know, but Mamdani endorsed some much more left-leaning Democrats that really want to do social justice for people. And if I recall correctly, ladies, didn't they all win?
I think all bar one.
All of them.
They all won. They even took out an incumbent. One of them, I can't remember his name. Yeah. And I even liked that Democrat, but the progressive or the they're calling them
Democratic Socialists. They're actually saying the word, and that's a movement in itself.
It is.
They're running as Democratic Socialists. Wow.
You know, there's it's not a secret that the
Republicans so we'll do
Democrats need reform as well. It's not a secret.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So what's our first one?
So we'll do one card again. So Gavin Newsom. So basically, what's going on with Gavin Newsom? Yeah. Get out of bed with these billionaires, you doofus. Yeah. Use your brain. Anyway, never mind. Let me not prejudge the guys. So Gavin Newsom, and then the next one card pull will be AOC and the more Democrat socialist movement. Yeah. So I think this time, Lena, I think is it you going first? I can't keep track now.
Yeah, I think it's me.
I think Lena's going first this time. All right. So let's do. Okay. So Gavin Newsom, what's going on with Gavin? All right. This one. And then after 3. 1, 2, 3.
Right. Okay, well, I get the Three of Pentacles here. This is him, I think, working with big business. And he's been the governor of California for so long, and Silicon Valley and all that. He's too close to them for my taste. And we'll see if Europe can embarrass him into a more progressive action, or the people of California rise up going, you can keep your data centers and we don't want your filthy money. He will have to decide. I don't think it's tenable to keep going this way, saying, oh, we're not going to touch the uber rich. No. There we go.
I agree. Thanks so much, Lena. If we look here, sorry for the glare, folks. Let me just turn this to the side. Sometimes the glare on the cards with my ring light. Well, this isn't the card that you want to see, isn't it? Seven of Swords, yeah, which is the card of what? Deceit, the card of theft, yeah, being a bit of a sneaky you-know-what. So I think, unfortunately, look, I mean, is it really that shocking? You guys know I've used the term Vaseline Democrats, yeah, these centrist Democrats that they don't like the rudeness and vulgarity of Trump, but they're more than happy to support. Let's not forget, Gavin Newsom is also in the heart of Silicon Valley, and Silicon Valley have a lot of money, and they support a lot of, they lobby a lot. But I have to say what I see, and unfortunately, this is a card of being underhand. So he's glamorous, he's glossy, but I don't think we can trust what may be underneath. Sorry, guys. I did say he would either win, he could still become president or the president of his own country, but I think we need to look at who he's collaborating with. Lady G?
Well, I've always liked Newsom, so I'm a bit unhappy with what I get. I get the same thing as Lena. The Three of Pentacles, the foundation, and what's underneath of it all is a motivation for control.
Yes.
So,
yeah. Yeah. Sheila, thank you so much, Lady G. Sheila, how do you interpret your card?
Well, I got too much. And the words underneath it says, tell others, tell others too much about yourself at once. Sit back and start to listen more. And I literally just looked up the reason why he's saying it, because there's always a side, right? And he says, California already has one of the nation's most progressive tax systems. And it talks about they wanting to, it imposes, they're putting it on the ballot. It imposes a one-time 5% tax on wealth of California residents worth more than $1 billion. Supporters have floated reducing it to 2%. That's the
and it's a one-off.
Yeah,
they're too precious to be taxed every year. I mean,
so yeah. What he's gonna do, I have a feeling that he's a good one for listening and kind of readjusting his cell. He's always been that way, whether he's good this way, that way, or whatever, but he's always been good at readjusting his cells at the last minute in order to, do that. So I think that it's like listen to what they're saying. 5% is fine with everybody else because they have $1 billion. It's not even going to change their lifestyle to be taxed 5%.
No,
not at all. So I think he'll change in the end, but hopefully, but yeah.
Yes. I think for me, the main role Gavin Newsom has in all this is he's a grown-up, but also he has a sense of humor. He can also do the smackdown. So he sets a very high bar in a good way for other candidates. To me, they have to be better than Newsom to go, and he sets the bar quite high.
Oh, yeah. I love that whole week or month of trolling Trump. It was bad.
It was heaven.
Every time I argued with somebody online, the MAGAs, boy, I tell you what, I usually use Gavin Newsom. Yeah, we're going to put Gavin Newsom in that role. And they just shut them up so much. It was delightful.
Yes. Right.
Indeed, indeed. Oh, yeah, it's complicated, isn't it, folks? It is complicated. Look, 5% is a piss in the wind. Come on, let's be honest about it. It's a piss in the wind. And it's only going to be a one-off.
Yeah, that's
and it's only going to be a one-off. And with that one-off, they want to hammer it down to 2%. So they're going to have a one-off 2% windfall tax, never to be asked or bothered again. I mean, really?
Well, the nice thing about it, it's on the ballot. He doesn't really give a decision about it. He just gave an opinion about it. That was it. So it's on the ballot. So he's not even going to be doing anything about it anyway. He just thought he would just throw out his 2 cents on what his thought was thinking we are already the highest. Why are we, doubling down? But so it's not even going to be on him. It's going to be on the ballot.
Well, let's see what happens.
To advocate for him at all. I was just reading what the proposal was and what was on the ballot and the whole thing. Standing. Yeah, so I don't know.
Indeed, it's useful. Right, let's move on to AOC and let's see what's going on with the Social Democrats. Let's see what cards they get. So I think Democrat Socialist, that's it. Democrat Socialist. So let's see what's the energy around AOC / Democrat Socialist. One card pull, and I think I'm going first this time.
Yeah.
Right, let's see. What's the energy around that? Let's see. Hopefully we get positive cards. Let's have a look. All right, I think it's this one. All right. So after 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, let's see what else everyone. Oh, look at this.
Isn't it?
Well, this is something quite different, isn't it? So what card do I have? I have the 6 of Wands, which many of you that are interested in tarot, and please make sure you're pulling along with us as well. I know many of you do. This is the card that is associated with victory. Yeah, here you can see the guy with the laurels of success and the laurels of success as well on the wall, on the wands, riding in proudly after the victory. Wands, of course, also for me talk about entrepreneurship as well as passion. So what this tells me is that this is a movement that can really win. I think Democrat socialism is on horseback, and it's got a momentum. It says to me it's got a momentum. It's a genuine movement. I think what has happened, if there is a good thing, or shall we say a silver lining and all of this muck and rubbish, is that Trump is so vulgar and his policies are so bad. It is so abundantly clear that he is not a good idea. And now people are actually kind of looking at democratic socialism. And let's not forget the triumph and success of Mamdani as well. I think when he balanced the budget of New York, I think he won the argument. And he convinced even the rich people. They're backing him because guess what? Everyone likes clean streets. Everyone likes less crime. Everyone kind of likes it when things kind of work in your city, whether you're rich or not. So, yes, this has got legs, and this could mean good for AOC as well. Lady G?
Well, in this deck, I got the 9 of Wands, which is intensity. So she is in the fight. She's not going to back down. They're going to continue to push forward. And again, it's the gateway with that.
Yeah. Wow. Fascinating. Fascinating. Thanks so much. Sheila, how do you interpret your card? As I look for the next question.
Well, I think mine is pretty evident. That's eye candy. It's looking good to people. They like what they see. And you're right. You know, Mandani is, how do you say his name? I always get it wrong. I'm so sorry. Mandani?
Mamdani.
Him, that guy. He really gave a good, clear evidence of what could happen. I mean, literally paying people off the street such and such a money to shovel just impressed every New Yorker, because I don't know if you've ever been to New York, but if it's not only is it snowing, you have garbage on the street that you have to move around. You don't know if you're stepping where you're stepping when the snow's on the thing. The fact that he got that done and made everybody's commute happier and easier impressed everybody in New York. So I think it's eye candy. I think they're really going to enjoy going from the old crap to the new crap.
And cooperative supermarkets in each borough. Practical things.
Yeah, thanks so much, Sheila. And he's easy on the eyes as well. Let's not forget that too. Yeah, let's not forget Dr. Orange looking. Yeah, absolutely gazing. Lena, how do you interpret your card? Looking positive as well.
Oh, well, I'm thrilled to report it's the Chariot. Go AOC and like-minded souls. Momentum, momentum, momentum.
I have to say, she won
it's
her
so
primary.
Nice to be able to bring some good news for once on this show.
Well, she won her primary.
Yes, so go on, yeah.
82%.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. I mean, the other people weren't even considered, really.
Wow.
She won 82% against other Democrats. So that kind of tells you also the momentum where it's going, especially in New York. So.
Wow.
Absolutely. All right, so we've not read on this person a while, and we're going to have some Shakespeare on this. I mean, we're really digging up a dinosaur here.
Right.
I used to call him the sea turtle once upon a time. So this question is coming from April Carlisle, and it's about Mitch McConnell. Remember him? Oh my God. Anyway, so they say, April says, Senator Mitch McConnell has been in hospital since June 14th. No reason was given for why he is there. I just did some research online. 2 days ago, a statement was released saying that he is still recovering and he won't be voting this week. Please do a reading on his health and if he will ever be well enough to return to work. Yeah, so we'll do a 1-card pull, Lady G going first, and then we'll get some Shakespeare on Mitch McConnell. Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, we've not had the bard on Mitch McConnell. Okay, what's going on with the health? Mitch McConnell. What's going on with the health?
McConnell's health.
I think this one. And then someone's saying here, it's the heated solar wind, etc. Yeah, that's very, very true. After 3, 1, 2, 3, Lady G going first. Ooh.
Well, in this deck, 10 of Swords is destitution. So I think the old tortoise is on his way out. He just doesn't have anything left to pull through with.
No.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. That's a tough card, isn't it? It's a tough card. Sheila, how do you interpret your card? What do you have?
So I have to tell you, once you start talking about Mitch McConnell, my whole insides drop, and I'm not sure exactly what that means, but I do know when I'm talking about somebody else that is going to pass, my gut drops. So I'm having the same symptoms. But the card that I got was love sucks. And the words underneath it are quite interesting. Yeah, to kind of go with this. You have to stop believing. It says, let yourself heal or let yourself go.
Wow.
So I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, he, it's like it's a coin toss at this point in time whether he's coming home or not. I don't think so. I really don't think so. My stomach drops every time I think about it. So what do you guys got?
Well, look at this image.
Lena.
Someone at the
Oh
graveside.
my God, I've just seen
I'm just just
yeah.
Okay.
That's not looking good, is it, folks? And I'm not even read my card.
You wouldn't say they're the best cards for recovery.
Not looking good. Not that weird. Not the, yeah. Not the best cards. Look, I've got the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah.
Yeah.
His life is on the Wheel of Fortune, but remember, no one can control the Wheel of Fortune, how it turns. And so he's pretty dicey, folks. Remember too, as I've been saying, just to weave in a little bit of astrology, remember K2, south node of the moon, snip snip, is going through Leo. And do you remember I said we're going to lose many leaders this year. Prince Andrew, Andy Mountbatten, formerly known as Prince. Sakir Starmer is gone. Many leaders around the world have gone because of the Epstein files. But for some people, it can literally mean they exit stage left. So again, we don't read on the D word, but given our cards together, especially Lena's, it's not really subtle, is it? Not really subtle.
Good news.
But let's do. Sure.
I have some good news.
Sure.
When he passes, the Democrat governor, Brasher, he gets to pick the person to replace him. That means he gets to pick a Democrat to replace Mitch McConnell when he dies. Giving everybody a little hope.
Yes. Why don't they retire?
Interesting.
Because they are stingy people.
Evil doesn't want to let go. That's why.
No,
that's really what it's about. And then someone said here, and then we'll get the Bard's opinion. Jennifer said, turtle flipped on his back, helpless McConnell. I remember as well, he's Captain Freeze. Do you remember those Freeze that, yeah? Do you remember that? It's quite tragic. But let's see what the Bard has to say about Mitch McConnell. So who read last week? Whose turn is it to go? I can't remember who read on the Bard last week.
I don't know.
What was it? Was it you, Sheila, last week? No, because Sheila wasn't here.
Or the week before.
Or the week before. So that case, you should go. You should go first. You should go. You should go on this. So you know the routine. Tell me where to stop, and we'll get the Bard's opinion on Mitch McConnell.
Stop.
Oh, 1 minute. That's come out before. Wait, let's do that one more time, because these ones have all come out before. 1 minute. Let's see if the Bard has got anything different to say. So we'll go again.
Stop.
Oh, it's literally fallen in the middle of the title page. So let's do.
Nothing's coming out for him.
Wait, guys, it's fallen in the middle of the title page, and it's called Religion and Blasphemy. But look at the image. 1 minute. Can you see?
Oh, yes. Lying down.
Look.
Wow.
Oh.
Dear, oh dear.
It's someone. Look. Oh, my God. Look. There it look. There's a skull. And then there's. Oh,
he's digging his own
God.
grave. He's digging his own grave.
I mean, the bard in a way has said nothing, but kind of said everything. Let's just flip. Let's just flip that page and just see. And then it says here, there is no more faith in thee than in a stewed prune.
Oh, wow.
That's from Henry IV, Part 1. Oh my God! All right, guys. I think. Look, I'm never gonna never gonna. We're not. Just so you know, we're not wishing the D word on Mitch McConnell. But did you see Lena's cards and everyone else's cards? And then did you see where it fell in the page? That has never happened before. And it's literally a grave being dug with a skeleton here and crucifixes. It's a graveyard. I think we'll just leave it there. That's a bit. That's a bit. All right.
He's got a lot
Moving
to answer
on.
for.
Yeah, he's got a lot to answer for. I can't believe it fell on that page. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know, the bard never fails. Let's go to question number 7. Oh, little change in direction here. One card pull again. And this is from Manuela Orchid. Yeah, we've got a bit of time. She said, Dear Hoagie and everybody, my question today would be, if the EU will not exist in a few years more, thank you for reading on it. And thank you, Hoagie, for all the recent astrology infos. Love it. So love it much. Much love, Manuela. So, okay, so let's take a look. Change in direction. EU, the European Union. Is it going to stay together or is there a change? And so let's see. Who's going first this time? I'm finding it hard to keep track.
Yeah.
Was it Lady D? Did you go first? I think it's Sheila now. Yeah.
It's Sheila.
Yeah, Sheila. All right. So Sheila, you're going first. Will the EU remain? All right. After 3. 1, 2, 3. Turn off my light a little. So how do you interpret your card, Sheila?
Fear of power. We can't hear you, Sheila.
Yeah, your sound's gone off. Bummer. Live TV, folks. What about Sheila? If you leave and come back again, and then hopefully that's going to fix, yeah? Because we've got all these sun flares as well going on. If you leave and come back, but your card, keep your card, and then hopefully it's going to work out. Yeah? All right. So, Lena, if you go, you've got the 2 of Swords there. How are you interpreting your card?
Well, as you said in the question, change of direction. So I think maybe 2 years ago, the EU was on the brink of breaking up effectively or peeling away or something. No, I think they're stronger now. That's one of the things Trump has done for the world and for the European continent is he's actually brought things together and a realignment. So I don't think they're going to fade anytime soon. I think it's getting stronger as an identity.
Yeah. And the way I interpret your card, Lena, as well, it's almost like they've had to take the blindfold off. Don't you reckon the whole world has had to take their blindfolds off?
Yes, yes.
Because we don't have any choice. It's so ridiculous. Yes. And thank you so much, Lena. I've got I've got the moon card here. Nothing is clear by moonlight. I agree with Lena. I think the EU is actually going from strength to strength. And I actually did predict this about a year ago now, I said Europe is going to strengthen. What this tells me, though, is that nothing is clear by moonlight. Europe is not revealing all of its plans. Yeah. But just so you know what's happening, Europe at the moment is dismantling US tech companies. So Microsoft is being removed from all their government systems. So is Zoom because of the Cloud Act. They could listen in. Also as well, the EU has now challenged Albania, because you remember you got the Kushners in Albania wanting to build their thing. 21 days of straight protest, good on the Albanians, and EU has stepped in and has said, listen, you're wanting to become part of Europe, aren't you, Albania? And they said, guess what? If you allow the Kushners to build that their monstrosity on that wetland island, in Albania, you will not be able to join us anymore. So they've thrown down the gauntlet. So I think this is talking about secret machinations behind the scenes. Lady G?
Well, in this deck, the Queen of Wands is regeneration. It looks like they're building up. They're building up.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what about you, Sheila?
Excellent.
Can we
Thank you,
hear?
Lady G.
Oh, no, still no Sheila.
She's lost La Voce. Oh, bless. Hold up the card. Okay, we'll interpret it for you. So it says here, fear of touch. Fear of touch. And then it says here, you don't trust touch. Or it's that take small steps until you feel comfortable with others. So, ladies, how do you interpret that? How do you interpret, Lena, how do you interpret that fear of touch in regards to EU?
Well, I think it was drifting out of touch with itself. You know, so the stronger economies like Germany and stuff were going in one particular direction, and some of the new arrivals in the last few years were fraying around the edges, afraid of touching each other. You know, now I think they're actually bonded into one identity again. I think there is now an EU identity that had, you know, frayed.
Yeah, and I think it goes with my card as well, a regeneration, a building.
Yeah. So, Hody, what did you think of Sheila's card?
I would agree with what you said and with what Lady G said. It's this regeneration, but with that moon card, it's like they're keeping their cards close to their chest. I think Europe, if anything, what they've come back in touch with is their power as a collective group. Also, as well, the power of the block. Also, as well, Lena, you probably know this, but also as well, Lady G and Sheila, the British media, even the main establishment media, is now starting to be very honest about Brexit. More and more people in the UK are going, you know what, it was a mistake. 10 years on, it's not been so hot for us. I mean, quelle surprise, eh? Surprise, surprise, yeah? So I think, you know, things are changing and people are recognizing as well that reform and restore, they're a bad idea because they're supported by billionaires. They're supported by oligarchies. So I'm not saying the EU is perfect, but I feel they're much more on the ascendancy. And of course, Lady G's card really emphasizes that regeneration. All right. So let's move on to the next question. Obviously. Oh, you're back. Oh, you're back a little bit. Yes.
I'm telling you, if I don't have audio problems, my career would not be, you know, what it is. Mine was just fear of touch. They're too afraid to walk away from it.
Ah, there we are. Oh, excellent, excellent. All right, so let's look at, I think we can squeeze in one more. Yeah, we can squeeze in one more. We covered a lot of ground today. So this is coming from Visaloni, and anyone who submitted questions, because there was a lot of questions, I'll try and put them on my Friday fry-ups show. Yeah, so those that didn't get through today, I'll move those over. Anyway, so Visalini says, hello, boy and girls. Another Wednesday, and we are still hanging in here. So they say, POTUS cancelled today, she's put in bracket, the signing of the bipartisan housing affordability bill. These people they're so dreadful, aren't they? Until the Save America Act passes. All right, so basically they're not going to sign the affordability bill, the housing affordability bill, until the Save America Act passes. And they put here, extortion 100% question, will Congress capitulate and sign the Save America Act? No. And they put here, this is the one that restricts voting access. One card pull, and I think
I have a little update before we do that. I really do have it. I have a little bit of an update, and some information on that. So actually, it passed in the Senate where it surpassed the veto. So in 10 days, it's going to go into law whether he signs it or not. He's just doing this for show. I'm just wanting you guys to know before we read on it that the vote surpassed veto numbers. So he's just doing this for show, for whatever reasons he does. But in 10 days, it's going to go into law without him.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. And that's the housing affordability bill is going to go into law. Is that what you're saying?
Within 10 days.
Well, in that case, then.
Yeah. So they still don't have to do anything, but we can definitely look and see. But I just wanted you to know that information before we read on that.
Well, in that case, then, because that really, because it says, will Congress capitulate and sign the Save Act? So basically, it is going to go through. So let's ask then about Duck L'Orange. Yeah, we may as well squeeze him in. Yeah, Mr. The tangerine, dementia-ridden, nappy, potty nappy, crazy.
What is his angle?
Yeah, go on.
What is his angle? Even though he knows it's going to go into law in 10 days, what is his angle? You know what I mean? It's weird.
Power.
Right.
Yeah. Just trying to.
We should ask. So
on him and be a mob boss and say you need to do this anyway or you're a traitor, and But they got in his face today. They were yelling at him.
Yeah. So let's see. What's Trump's angle
today?
Yeah.
Really? Wow. So let's see then. What's going on with Duck L'Orange? Yeah, we can all see, but let's see what the cards pull out, or what we pull out from the cards, and that will be the closing question. And apologies, guys, if we've had choppiness and stuff, solar flares, all that stuff, live TV. Sometimes that's just how it is. So what's going on with Duck L'Orange? And who's going to be going this time? Because there's been so much going on, I can't keep track.
I know.
Who's first?
I've lost track too.
Lena.
Me?
Right, is it Lena? I think it's Lena. All right, Lena going first. Thank you. All right. What's going on with Duck L'Orange, with all of these dreadful polling he's had as well? All right, let's see what's going on with Duck L'Orange. Okay, so after 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, all right. So, Lena, how do you
it's for the Italian Okay, so I think the jailer becomes the jailed, right? He's thrown his weight around for so long and bulldozed Congress and everything else. And now he's this sort of solitary figure chained to the wall of the reflection pool.
Look at the color. You see the blue in the background.
That's what made me think of it. It's bluer than the reflecting pool is. But it's like this is the culmination of him bulldozing other people.
Yeah.
It's like he's now limited with what he can do because Congress has remembered they have a spinal cord and is actually doing the odd thing, right? So that's me.
Indeed. Indeed. Thank you so much, Lena. Well, surprise, surprise. You know, almost every time I pull for Trump, I get this card. We got the seven of cups. Illusion, delusion, fantasies. Look, he is losing it, guys. Absolutely losing it. All that stuff that they're injecting into his hands, I can't remember what it's called, but that kind of anti-dementia drug, shall we say, for entertainment purposes only, but that's what it is. But it's not just that. The dementia is advancing. The health issues are advancing. He is down in the polls trying to pretend that he's doing well. He said the pool was sabotaged and this, that, and the other, but yet there's no evidence to show that any of this was done. And the press are asking him. His mind is a miasma. It is chaotic. He doesn't know whether he's coming or going. I think he's just genuinely losing the plot, guys, and struggling to hold it together. Lady G?
Well, I got the tower and the attention is on. You look down here, the little piggy has lost his crown. So everything is burning up around him. It's all going up in flames.
Yeah. Disaster, isn't it? Disaster. Thanks so much, Lady G. And Sheila, what do you have?
Well, I got judgment. I mean, that's pretty obvious. Everybody has an extreme judgment. Like Lady G was saying, they got into a screaming match with Trump. Trump was literally screaming at them. The senators were screaming back at him. I mean, he's just losing power all over the place, including with his base. I don't think Republicans like being pushed back on by anyone. They have this great big old huge ego, and I have a feeling that he just stepped on it. I really do. So, yeah.
I'll have to check that out. And remember, guys, as I was predicting, K2 is going across Trump's ascendant. Yeah, 29th of June is when it's right on top, and today is the 25th of June, according to my clock now. K2 can deal with losses. If a person is very egoic, very attached to the material world, if you're like K2 going through the first house can be a challenge, but if you're a spiritual person and you deepen your spirituality, it can be a beautiful time. But if you're materialistic, vain, a liar, inauthentic in any way, those little pruning scissors become chainsaws and you start getting bits lopped off. And this is what's happening. Trump is plunging in the polls. I didn't know about the polls. Screaming matches happening. They all know that their careers are on the line. They all know now it's too big to rig. And now the rats are kind of starting to chew each other up. Also as well, Venus, Jupiter, and Mercury are dissolving. Do you remember I said these benefic planets are dissolving that Viprit Raja, that Viprit Harsha Raja Yoga, that dark protection that he's had. It's almost like Glenda, well, maybe not Glenda the Good Witch, because she was a little bit of a baddie, really. But let's just say the three good witches in Sleeping Beauty. Are diluting maleficent power. Let's look at it that way, yeah? So we see it's all unfolding. Mitch McConnell as well, you know, RIP, you know, if and when the time comes, not to be making a joke of that, but we could see how those cards were speaking. Even the Bard, even the Page, I stopped at. Without saying a word, the Bard was just like, so we will leave it there. Thanks so much, everyone. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Guys. Apologies if there's been issues with the sound and stuff like that. Live TV, solar flares, all that jazz. We will see you soon, of course. Oh, next week. I've got to let you know who's in next week. 1 minute.
Yes.
Because I usually forget. We've got... It's going to be David of Tarot by the Bay. And next week, Lady G, you're off next week, just so you know. So, you know, our usual rotation, 5 weeks on, 1 week off. We will leave it there, folks. I hope you enjoyed the show. Please be sure, of course, as well, to like and subscribe and share and all that jazz. And we will leave it there. before anything else happens. Yeah.
Bye now.
All right. Okay.
Go the World Cup.
Is it going to end? Maybe not.
No.
Oh yeah, now it will.